The bag I have today is pretty unique and I was excited to try it out. Let's talk about it. Welcome, I'm John and this is Unpackd, a place where we unpack all the details about your favorite bags, EDC, and travel related gear. And today I'm excited to have a really unique bag that caught my eye, and it is the HeldClosely Daybag. Now this thing, I was first introduced to HeldClosely by Clint from The Perfect Bag, his review of the Traveler. I had never heard of HeldClosely before, but I watched his review and I was like, that's a really interesting bag. I've never really seen something in that form. You know, basically it's this, but in a larger 34 liter, I believe it is. And that really put the company on the radar, and it put that product on the radar for me because I had never heard of both. But I followed them on Instagram and I was seeing the products that they were posting, and then they announced this guy, the Daybag, and I was like, that's probably something that I want to check out because I was super intrigued by the Traveler, and this is a little bit, you know, a lot smaller but designed to be carried daily. So like, full disclosure, this is not my method of carry. I'm not a messenger person. If I'm going to carry something in the smaller liter size, it's always going to be my sling. My samurai sling is always going to be my go-to. So this was a little bit out of, I'm not even going to say my comfort zone, but this is definitely something different than I would normally carry. But I was really intrigued to try this out. So HeldClosely, I don't know much about the company. I'm not affiliated with the company. I purchased this with my own money. But what I could figure out is that they are based out of Texas, the second love of my life. And that's about it. I really don't know much else. I did reach out to them on Instagram, and they did say that they're working on an About Me page, you know, giving some basic details of the company, where they started, how long they've been making bags. But I do know from my conversation with them that they are a small maker and they do small runs of bags, so, you know, limited quantities. And this bag did sell out on launch day, understandably. We're gonna walk through this whole thing. Like we normally do on this channel, we're gonna walk through the inside, the outside, and all the features of this bag. So I'm gonna start on the material that it's constructed of. Now this is Ultra 200. Now I have experience with Ultra 400, 400TX, 800, 800TX, but this is my first time having a bag in Ultra 200. And full disclosure, I can't really tell the difference. It's, you know, it's an ultra lightweight material. So this bag itself is going to be ultra lightweight. But yeah, so a couple of things about Ultra. If you've never had an Ultra bag before, you're going to have to understand that this material is going to be crinkly. Now, this is not the most crinkly version of Ultra. I think 800 and 400 are a little bit more crinkly, you know, a little bit louder in the crinkliness, but I like the material. The other thing about the material is it's going to patina over time like an old leather. It's going to develop all these creases and these marks, and this is a, you know, this is just how the material performs. Now some people don't like the patina and they say it looks like a, you know, crumpled brown paper bag or something to that effect. And there's other people that really appreciate the patina. So it really depends on the side of the fence that you stand on. But I would recommend that if you've never had something in Ultra material, maybe consider purchasing like a small pouch or a swatch from one of the makers so you can kind of get you know, a sense of what the material is like, because this bag does retail at $329. So going right into that price point with a material that you've never dealt with, you may want to, you know, test the waters a little bit. So just put a pin in that. We're gonna touch on that later on in the video about price and everything. But so just so you know, that there's some properties of Ultra material that you're gonna have to either live with, love, or just fully understand about when you're getting into this material. So the dimensions for this bag are gonna be 15 inches tall. You're gonna be 10.5 inches across with a depth of 3 inches. But the really unique thing about this bag, and just like its bigger brother, the Traveler, it is expandable. You unzip all the way around and you're gonna add to that depth right there. So you're going to go from that depth of 3 inches to 7.5 inches. That's also going to change the literage of this bag from 11 to 15 liters. So that's a pretty cool feature there. And it just, you know, zips up. So you do have a YKK AquaGuard zipper all the way around in this like shiny finish. I know they come in matte and shiny. This one does have the shiny finish. And everywhere in this bag, we're gonna be using YKKs. These are smaller ones. I believe these are like 5s. I could be wrong, but they're all gonna be the same size. So you gotta have that ultra material everywhere. So this is gonna make it a really, really lightweight bag. So the listed weight for this bag is 12.2 ounces. And when I weighed it on my digital shipping scale, it came in at exactly 12.2 ounces. So congratulations to HeldClosely for being the first bag on the channel to hit the weight right on the money. So in addition to that expanding zipper that runs along the bottom with this shiny YKK zipper, on the front you're gonna also have another AquaGuard YKK zippered pocket up front. And then you have this ultra stretch material. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos like the ULA Dragonfly that utilizes both ultra and ultra stretch, big fan of the material. It's also being held in here by this Fidlock snap. So that's pretty cool. So it snaps back into place on its own and you just unbuckle it and snap. And it snaps. It's kind of like almost like a fidget. I like it. It does come with this red Velcro pull tab here, and HeldClosely also includes a black one if you want to make this more streamlined. I like the red because it's more visible, easier to grab the snap. So I didn't change it, but you do have the option to blend it in with the bag. So being with all this ultra and ultra stretch, you know, you are going to have the crinkleness, you are going to have the patina of the wrinkles, but in exchange, you're going to get an extremely water resistant material, abrasion resistant material. It's a highly technical fabric, and that's why ULA uses it on some of the packs. A lot of people are using it on the packs. I know Air's coming out with an ultra collection. So you're gonna start seeing ultra rolled out more. It's been around for a while, but you're gonna start seeing it on more and more bags. Now, the downside to ultra material is very limited in its colorways. So this bag currently is, you know, brand new product, but it's only available in this, I believe they call it Black Magic from Ultra. And as far as I know, I only really see Black Magic or White Lightning out on the market. I know there was a navy blue one for a while, but I don't really see too many bags in that blue Ultra. Pretty much everything is gray, black, or white. On the back side of this bag, you're gonna have no pocketing whatsoever. So it's really gonna be real easy for you to determine which side is the front of the bag and which side is the back of the bag. Now for the strap, as you can see, this strap kind of does its own thing here. It has a kind of sort of structure to it. So the padding on this strap is very minimal. You are gonna have a little bit of mesh, you know, air mesh on the bottom. And the padding is, I mean, very, very, very minimal. It's almost to the point it's not there. But that doesn't take away from the comfort in the least bit, because you have this chunky 2-inch strap. Now, I usually use a 1.5-inch strap for my sling, you know, and I can tell you that I prefer those bigger straps. You know, my Samurai came with a 1-inch sling. You know, it was a little bit uncomfortable, but as soon as I switched it to a 1.5-inch sling, man, world of difference. But having this 2-inch sling, I think that's where the comfort level really comes into, is more surface area, you know, across your body. And that makes up, it allows for you to have minimal padding because you have such a great surface area. This strap, probably the most impressive thing that I found on this bag while my time testing it, is that it was extremely comfortable. Now, to adjust this strap, you're gonna have a G-hook system here, pretty unique system. You're going to undo this giant G-hook, which is metal, and then this strap basically just slides out like this and slides back down. So you have this rainbow-ish effect here, and the excess material actually goes down into the bag and curves and lays across the bottom for you know, the smaller people. For me, I had to take it out quite a bit. So to lock it in, you have this nylon webbing here, and it has notches. This is like a seatbelt material, really nice. So you just kind of adjust it. For me, I counted 10 slots down, and you pick your slot, and then you just run the G-hook into the slot. Simple as that. And that's how you're gonna adjust that strap. So that strap is gonna be adjustable from 18 inches all the way up to 38 inches. So you've got quite a bit of adjustment. And like I said, if you're a smaller frame person, the excess strap is just gonna roll right into here and sit along the bottom. It really stays out of your way. It's not intrusive by any means at all. So now we're gonna do an interior walkthrough of the bag. Please forgive me in advance. I don't have like overhead lighting, so I'm gonna have to try to use like a flashlight to illuminate the inside of the bag. But fortunately, it's a pretty minimalistic bag and easily laid out, but we'll get into that here in a sec. So let's go ahead and dive into the interior of this day bag. Okay, so up top in the main compartment, you're gonna have an AquaGuard zipper just like you have, you know, on the front of the bag. And you're gonna have 2 zipper pulls so you can open and then close it right behind. So that's pretty cool. Even though this isn't a super wide opening, you're gonna have 2 zipper pulls. So I'm gonna try my best to illuminate the inside here with my flashlight. So as you can see, it's just, you have a big main compartment, big empty space down at the bottom. Here's your access strap. So I forgot to mention here, I forgot to take the tag off here, but this is the excess material of the shoulder strap. And this would kind of sit, like I said, it sits down here along the bottom. But one cool little feature, as you can see by this tag, that there is an air tag pocket right at the bottom. So right here is just a little Velcroed pocket where you can slip an air tag in, slip the air tag in right in there and close the Velcro. And then now you have an air tag tracking your day bag. So that's a really cool, thoughtful feature that I wish more bag makers would include. I think we're gonna start seeing it. I know Air and a couple other makers already include a little secret air tag pocket, but great to see that, because this is something that you could potentially take off, sit down, forget, and easily be able to track it. And it's pretty discreet. I mean, it sits there at the bottom of this material. Great feature, air tag pocket there. Love to see that. Okay, getting back to the inside of the bag, you can see this excess material down at the bottom. That's your expansion material right there. So that just kind of sits in there, and it's very pliable. So if you load any kind of bulkier items, it's just gonna, you know, move that material out of the way. So on the front side of the bag, on this side here, you're gonna have no additional pocketing, nothing else. You're gonna see the back side of the fidlock buckle here, some Ultra tag there, and the only branding on this bag that you'll see, and it says, "Hold close," let me turn that around here, "Hold close the things you carry." And then on the opposite side, you'll see the HC logo. So that's the only branding on this bag, is on the inside. Real minimalistic on the outside, no branding whatsoever, and I really like that. And I like the little tagline, "Hold close the things you carry." So nothing on the front pocket on this side, just the branding, the back of the buckle. Now on the opposite side, on this over here, you're gonna have 2 ultra stretch drop-ins. One's a little slimmer, it's kind of hard to see, I apologize. And then you have a bigger one here. Now the bigger one does have a pocket pouch that is included. So it does come with this pouch. It's just a simple zippered pouch. It does have an AquaGuard zipper on it. And that's all it is. It's you know, just a simple pouch. You can throw your cords or other little accessories here. It is included, just like the pull tab is included. This is also included, and it fits perfectly into this drop-in pouch right here, this ultra stretch pouch here. So next to your 2 drop-in pockets, that little, you know, you have one for pencils, a really skinny drop-in there. Then you have the pouch that's included. Next to that, you have a contrasting material. I want to say that that's Ultra as well, maybe White Lightning. And you have a zippered compartment in there. It's a small little compartment. Let's see if I can get that open. Yeah, good for like loose change. It's not really, it's about a finger deep. Good for some smaller items, zippered in there. And behind that, you have another zippered compartment that runs the length of the bag. Let me see if I can just put that there. Get that. And there it is. It just runs the entire length of the bag, and it runs down to the bottom. Okay, so I'm doing my best to give you a quick overhead shot of the bag fully expanded. This is my hand. I have a pretty big hand, and you have plenty of room just to kind of give you an idea that this thing can really, you know, open up. Again, it goes from 11 liters to 15 liters, and just trying my best to give you a peek of what that looks like expanded on the inside. And it's quite significant. Again, it's really hard to film on the inside of this bag, but I'll just do a quick brief overview. On this front side of the bag, on the inside, you're gonna have nothing, no pocketing, anything at all. On the back side, you're gonna have 2 ultra stretch pockets. One's large, they can fit this pouch. The one next to it's real slim. You can drop some pens and pencils, real slim for that. Next to that, you have this white zippered pocket, real small, good coin place to put your coins or smaller items. And then behind that, you have a zippered pocket that runs this entire length, and it runs all the way down to the bottom. Now, it's not big enough for a laptop. I tried to squeeze the 13-inch MacBook Pro in there, not gonna fit. But I did load up my 10-inch iPad, and that fits perfectly. So again, you're not gonna be able to carry a laptop. I don't think you want to carry a laptop on a day bag like this anyway, but just in case you were curious, you're not going to fit a laptop. iPad's good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and pack it out how, I tested it out. Your results may vary, and it's a day bag, so you can carry, all sorts of different combinations of things. So I'll just give you an example of what it can hold. And it can hold quite a bit because, due to the expansion. I'm not going to expand it here, but just know that I packed it out, and if I was ever out at the market and I pick up a souvenir or something, I always have that ability to open it up. Now, one thing that I did notice when you do expand it is that you have just black ultra material at the bottom. The larger Traveler that I saw from Clint's review had the white ultra, so it gave the bag like a two-tone contrast of having the black and then the white center. So you're not going to have that here. Maybe that's something to implement back in the future. I did like to have that two-tone when it's expanded. Not a deal breaker by any sorts, but I thought it was cool to have that break. And some people may prefer the continuity of just the black. But let's go ahead and load this thing out how I used it. So I have some items here how I use this bag. I'm just going to stick to the front camera because with the overhead camera it's really dark in here and hard to see, hard to light about where I'm going to put things. But like I said, you just have 2 drop-in pockets and 2 zipper pockets, so there's not a lot of places to put a lot of stuff, but you do have a lot of space, so the the compartment's pretty big. But I always travel with my med kit, and I just literally just top that down at the bottom. I always like to carry that Band-Aids, aspirins, just keep that thing always on me, no matter where I'm carrying it. That thing moves bag to bag. They do include an ultra pouch here, and here I'm just going to toss my spare battery, stuff that I don't really access too often. My hero clip, just keep that in there with that, just in case I want to hang my bag from something. And that's going to be, pretty much it there in that pouch. Just, stuff that I don't need super quick access to. And it just kind of keeps it together and organized. And again, there is a mesh pocket that this drop-in fits perfect in, right there. I'll drop that in there. And then when I got to the dog park here, when I take the leash off my dog, just that goes right down at the bottom so he can run around. Got to keep the poop bags, walking the dog. AirPods, you're going to have this front quick access pocket up front, and this is where I keep items like this. Now you might be afraid that the AirPods might slide out, but for me, I'm not tipping the bag over, so I just kind of keep them up there so I can quickly gather my AirPods. Also, if you're carrying a camera, or in my case I had a DJI, I don't have the DJI, I'm using it to film, so the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, it's just sitting right in here and easy to grab and film, take some B-roll, anything like that. On this front zipper pocket, this is where I kept my wallet and my cell phone right here to have quick access to. I'm filming the video on this cell phone, so I can't put it in there, but that's where iPhone Pro Max 15 fits perfect in there with my wallet. No problem, issue at all. The damn zipper pull broke. Okay, as I was packing this bag out here, I put my wallet in there and I closed this zipper pull. The little zipper pull popped off. It looks like I can just open it up and snap in, but I'll take a look at that, see how we can get that. But yeah, it just folds over and snaps into there. So that popped off during my loadout here. So I'll have to get that addressed here. Now there is no formal warranty on the website, but most small makers don't have a formal warranty, and companies like this that make these batches and really small, I'm pretty sure if you just reach out to them, they'll gladly send you a zipper pull. But yeah, that popped right off as I was closing up the zipper. So I'll see, I'm pretty sure I can fix this myself. If not, I'll do a follow-up and reach out to HeldClosely. But yeah, that was kind of disappointing there. I zipped that closed and it popped right off. Quick update here. After I filmed that video, I reached out to HeldClosely about the broken zipper puller, and they immediately responded with, hey, let's get another one out to you. That's actually never happened before. Real quick response, real quick to send one out. And I think that that's something that we need to talk about on the channel more often when I have those experiences, is about customer service and how important that is to the overall, experience of purchasing a product. Yes, it's one thing to enjoy a product, or another thing, to buy a product from a company, but on the backside is customer service. And the thing I like about supporting smaller companies like HeldClosely and smaller makers is that the people who are involved in the company are still directly involved with the company, hands-on. So sure, like as soon as I said, hey, my zipper puller broke, immediately let's get another one out to you, and we're sorry, and that's actually never happened. So when I do have those experiences, I would like to share those with you guys. but also if you guys have those experiences with customer service, I would like to know about those. You know, have you had a good experience with customer service? Because that does say a lot about the product and the company. So yeah, anyway, back to your regular scheduled programming. Let me move that to the side here. Continue the loadout into the main compartment. I had my mics and some additional camera equipment here in this cap one. Easy peasy, fits in there, no problem. I had my keys also up front. Don't know where my keys went, but I usually have them on this carabiner, and drop that right in there. So that's one thing that's not included anywhere in this bag. There is no key leash. That what could be something they could keep, you know, right up front, but not too big of an issue with everything so accessible. And you know, my Invisalign, I always kept this retainer, and I just dropped that right into these pockets. And if you watch this channel in any kind of capacity, snacks always go with me, because you never want a hangry wife. Snacks, easy in the bag. Also, you don't want to deal with me hangry on the side note. I'm not a very fun person to be around when I'm hungry either. I don't think anybody is. But yeah, also, and then my iPad, forgot about that. So I did carry my iPad, and that goes right back into this large zippered pocket on the back. And then we'll zip that up. So it's pretty packed out. One additional thing that doesn't come on this bag is a water bottle holder. You know, this is a 20 ounce. It doesn't fit in the main compartment. It sticks up. You can always just lay it down at the bottom, and it's going to rest down in there. But one place you could also put it is in this front stretch pocket. Now, I didn't particularly carry the water bottle, but it will fit right in this pocket there. And you can easily load that up and carry your bottle right there, have easy access to it right there. Like I said, I didn't do that. This is just like, you know, a quick day bag to go out for me. But you can put your water bottle there, or just lay it in the main compartment. Again, with the expansion, you got plenty of room to do, you know, stuff like that. So fully packed out. I got the shoulder strap here adjusted to the right length, and I just wanted to demonstrate for you how that looks on me. So I carried it in a traditional messenger sense. I slung the bag around me on the back side here when I was walking, and then when I needed access to things, easily slide the bag around. Now I know you can adjust this. You can wear it high and tight. You can wear it lower. Like I said, I carried in a traditional sense, you know, messenger style. I prefer to carry it in this manner, just like a sling. I always sling my sling around to the back, and then when I need it, I sling it forward. And with all this stuff in there, it does have a little bit of weight to it, but I find it extremely comfortable. Just to give you an example, you know, I'm 5'10", and this is how the bag looks. You know, packed out, real easy to sling around. And with this 2-inch strap, I found it to be very comfortable, very easy to get around there, get into items in and out of the bag. I was just really amazed at the comfort of the strap, because I've got, you know, with all the items in there and the iPad, like I really believe it's the 2-inch strap here that makes this thing really enjoyable to carry around. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'm new to YouTube. I'm a new creator. I'm documenting my journey on going 0 to creator over on my Instagram. Go ahead and give me a follow if you want to see some more behind the scenes footage of, you know, bag content and how I'm learning everything from scratch. I'm making all these videos by YouTube tutorials and Googling things. I have no formal experience, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm trying to improve and make better videos. And the best way to support me and help me grow my channel is by hitting the like and subscribe button. I'm not sponsored. I don't have no affiliate links, anything like that. I purchased these bags with my own money. So like I said, the best way you can support me and help keep making me, encourage me to make these videos is by liking and subscribing. Final thoughts on the HeldClosely day bag. Now, price of this bag, $329, was always a point of contention when I was discussing this in some online communities like Facebook and Reddit. And I understand that this is a premium product by far. This is premium materials, premium product, small maker, small builds. So when you get into these small makers like this, you're gonna see that across the board. And my wife is watching me film this video, so babe, earmuffs. I don't have a problem paying for quality materials. You know, I paid $450 for my Track Bannock Pro. You know, GoRuck GR1s are gonna be over $400. My ULA Dragonfly is gonna be, you know, $300. So prices, if I know I'm getting a quality built bag, it's not really an issue for me because I know I'm buying something that's really well made. But because of the size, a lot of people had issue with the price. Now, here's what I can tell you. If you want to buy a bag that's going to be like a purchase for life type deal, extremely great build quality. Now, I looked this bag over, inside and out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and claim that I know everything about bag construction and sewing and all those things, but I've been around a few packs, right? And like most of us, we can tell when stitching's off, we can tell when there's loose threads, and I found none of that on this pack. If you're looking for something high-end, again, with all the premium materials, and you want like a buy it for life purchase and you see something in this frame, this is going to be the bag for you, hands down. You know, I mean, the construction is incredible. I purchased this bag with my own money. I'm not affiliated with HeldClosely. So, you know, in all honesty, I even wrestled with the price for a bit. On launch day, I loaded it up in my cart, tax title license. With shipping, it was like $356 to my door. And I had to mull it over, you know, because my bill money and my bag money come out of the same bank account. So I have to be mindful of the purchases. And this isn't my usual carry. I slept on it, I snoozed on it, and this thing sold out incredibly quick and I missed the drop. But thankfully, Paul over at Odd Job EDC was able to have an extra, and fortunately he sold it to me, and I'm glad he did. This bag is a joy to carry. And like I said, if you're looking for a buy it for life type purchase in this style, you're like, hey, I'm a messenger person, the messenger bags are me, and you want something that's gonna last a really long time. And like I said, this is gonna be a great example of a buy it for life purchase. This thing is gonna be bomb proof. And the greatest surprise of this bag was the comfort level. And again, I attribute that to that 2-inch strap, but you know, the bag conforms to your body. It bends around and hugs you. It's easy to swing back and forth. The small footprint allows and it moves with your body, allows the heat to dissipate. I was wearing it out yesterday. It was 103 degrees here in Texas, and I didn't get like a big sweaty feeling. You know, I wasn't out hiking with it, but you know, still the bag performed wonderfully. So yes, this is like a messenger style bag, and there's other messenger style bags out there. You know, one being the Alpha 19er Chino. It kind of operates in a similar space. Even though it is a messenger bag, the design and function is still pretty unique. You know, exactly like the, you know, this Chino X, its design and function is also pretty unique. This one has tons of organization and a little bit, you know, different layout, different materials. But this one, very different, very unique, and I hadn't seen, you know, anything really like it. So if you're a fan of this messenger style, like, definitely worth checking out. It's a great bag. And like I said, it operates different than some of the other bags that I've tried. This will be a great bag to throw into your luggage, to throw into your larger backpacks. This thing compresses really flat. You can even fold it in half. And when you get to your destination, you can pop this thing out and wear it out on the town. The thing I like about this is because it functions like a sling. You know, I really like to frequent New York City. I like traveling. I use the subway everywhere I go. And when you're on the subway or on trains with the backpack, you get on the train and you always, you know, at least I do, I take the backpack off and I sit down and I keep the backpack in front of me, right? Because you don't want the back of your back exposed to all these random strangers. And when you're out and about in the city, this thing can easily swing over to your front when you're on the train, swing over to the back when you're walking around. Packable, throw it in your luggage. Like, this is overall a great bag that I can easily see being used out on the town for a day bag. Again, and with the ability to expand, I want to say, you know, congratulations to HeldClosely. I think you guys hit a home run with this bag. I can see this bag being very popular. Fully understand why it sold out on launch day, and I can imagine that it will sell out again when it's restocked. So it is currently sold out. If you sign up for HeldClosely's newsletter, you will be informed of the restock, and you also get like a 10% discount just for signing up. So if you're interested in this bag, please be sure to do that. I'll put the link to the bag in my description. Again, I'm not affiliated with the company. I purchased this with my own money, but I'll put the link there for you so you can check it out, make your own decision. But yeah, I recommend this bag. It's going to be great. It is great. If you like this video and you want to see some more, please consider clicking this video here or clicking this video over here. But if you really want to support the channel, please click the button right here, and then I'll see you again on the next one.